Oh my god, what an amazing event. We just got the iPhone 17 and guys, it's a crazy launch. I was not expecting to have such big announcements today. But today I'm not going to talk about the AirPods Pro 3, neither the Apple Watch, but I'm going to focus on the new iPhone 17 lineup. If you want to see more videos on those, I'll have them later down the week, so subscribe for more videos. But in today's video, it's all about the new iPhone 17 and why the iPhone 16 Pro Max is trash now. Let's talk about new iPhones. Let's go. Apple divided the iPhone in three strategic sectors. The base model iPhone 17, designed for everyday use, designed for most people, and the iPhone Air. This is the new premium iPhone. iPhone Air takes the throne from the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max as the premium iPhones. Now, this is the most premium iPhone. It still has the best lens available on the lineup, but only has one, while the iPhone 17 and the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max have two. But this lens is the 40 megapixel fusion camera, Apple likes to call it that way, and so it still has lots of focal ranges. It's still the best camera on the market, but it's not supported by the other lenses. There's no space inside it. And then there's the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. And these iPhones are designed truly as Pro models. These are not anymore the premium iPhones. Now, these are truly the Pro iPhones, completely designed for different things. Durability, power, vapor chamber for better cooling, better performance, and they are not the smallest nor the thinnest. So ones are designed, like Tim Cook explained, for everyday use, and they focus their design on that, and another one, like the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, are actually designed and focused for their task in hand. Just like Apple explained, design, it's supposed to be made for the way it works. It's supposed to be adjusted for functionality. And yeah, Apple just did that. The iPhone 17, starting off with that, is the same iPhone as the iPhone 16, but big upgrades came. Now, we have the same lens as the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max, a 40 megapixel Fusion main sensor with another 48 megapixel Fusion ultra-wide. So now we have the same camera system as the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max without the telephoto lens. This is big news. So if you buy the iPhone 17, now you'll have the same camera as the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. So this year, the iPhone 17s will have the same camera quality as my iPhone 16 Pro Max. Crazy, without the telephoto lens, of course. But still, with that, we still have the 0.5x, the ultra-wide camera, the macro photography, we still have the 24mm focal range, the 1.2x and 1.5x, so the 28 and the 35, and still, on top of that, we have the, of course, 2x from the crop-in on the main sensor. This is a lot of focal lenses and ranges for the main base iPhone. This is crazy. This camera is amazing and still has all the features that this iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max has. So if you want to buy the base model iPhone now, don't be afraid because you have an incredible camera system that it's great for everyday use. And on top of that, if you either before wanted the Pro models because of the premium feel or even because of the Pro Motion, now you can get Pro Motion displays on the iPhone 17 with the same 6.3 inches as the iPhone 16 Pro. The same display. Exact same display, 6.3 inches, the same bezels, the same quality, the same 3000 nits of peak brightness. So this is incredible OLED displays that you will love. And now you don't need to buy the Pro iPhone because of the display. You don't need to buy the Pro iPhone because of the cameras. So the iPhone 17 is nowadays, in my opinion, the best choice. It just became an incredible value iPhone for the same amount of money. Apple did not raise the prices. Oh my god. And now they all start at 256 gigabytes of storage. So now you can get the iPhone 17 for the same price that you could get the iPhone 16 at 256 gigabytes of storage. They all start at 256 and they all keep the same prices while the base model was removed. This is great news. No prices increased with the tariffs put in the market. But again, the iPhone 17 was just 1/3 of Apple's strategy. This was a great iPhone released and I loved it. The colors were amazing. We have now a new green and even the blue and the white and the black. They all look amazing. I think the colors this year look a bit better. They look strong and I think they are an awesome option. Then we moved on for the iPhone Air. The iPhone Air is an amazing model. This device was something that I was like, oh my god, this is truly mind-breaking because Apple completely redesigned the iPhone, completely changed the way they manufactured the iPhone to create this completely thin piece of a device. This has 5.7 millimeters of thickness. Insane. It has ceramic shield on the back, ceramic shield on the front, and it's the newest generation for 2 times the scratch resistance and the 2 times breaking resistant, so you never will crack or scratch, a lot more tougher, so it will be much more difficult to actually crack or scratch your iPhone. Then, of course, this has removed the SIM, because you needed the space. This will be the first eSIM iPhone everywhere on the world, which is kind of crazy to say. It's very innovative, and we have now a 6.5-inch display on the front of this iPhone with 3000 nits of peak brightness and ProMotion. And with all of this, you still have an amazing 24-hour battery life. So all-day battery life, Apple claims. This is really, really good, because the iPhone Air has the A19 Pro chip. The iPhone Air is the first eSIM iPhone in the world. And this is crazy, because if you think that eSIM is the worst, well, I have my iPhone 16 Pro Max here, and I never removed the SIM from this iPhone since I've bought it. And Apple can remove the SIM space inside and put more battery. So this is an all-day battery life iPhone that is very, very thin, with a single camera, incredible battery, amazing 6.5-inch ProMotion display with a 40-megapixel Fusion camera. What does this mean? Well, it means that the iPhone Air will have the same camera system as the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the same main lens, but with a caveat. It does not have an ultra-wide lens, neither a telephoto. So, what are the focal lenses that it possesses? Well, simple. The 24mm main lens, then the 28mm 1.2 crop, and then a 35mm crop on it, a 1.5x, and then, of course, the 2x crop on it, so a 40mm equivalent. So you have 4 focal lenses on a single camera iPhone. Is it enough? Well, it depends. So it's very tough for me, because the other iPhone, the iPhone 17, is a really, really easy iPhone to recommend, because it costs $800, it has 256 bytes of storage, it's a great iPhone, but is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know, because, well, you have the iPhone 16, and of course, having ProMotion, having the new camera system might be a great upgrade, but for those that have the iPhone 16, no. For those that have the iPhone 15, maybe not. But if you have the iPhone 14, 13, upgrading now will feel like a big difference. Well, the iPhone Air is a different iPhone. The iPhone Air is an iPhone that you will buy, not because it's better, no, but because it's different, because it's lighter, because it's thinner. And I don't know if this format will convince people to buy it. Let's see what happens. I'm very, very curious to see how does a single camera iPhone that costs $1,100 at the starting point sells. I want to see if Apple can actually succeed selling such expensive iPhone with actually insane design. I want to hold it in the hand, I want to see it, but of course I will buy the iPhone 17 Pro this year, but I want to hold it in the hand, I want to see it and see how actually it performs. Again, the iPhone 17 Air is a different try from Apple. I think this is the biggest launch out of this event, although the iPhone 17 Pro might come close, but the iPhone 17 Air, or iPhone Air like Apple likes to call it, it's a different approach. I think that Apple approached this iPhone lineup today like they approached the MacBook lineup 15 years ago. They built the MacBook Air, and then they built the unibody MacBook Pro. And in this event, they released an iPhone Air and a unibody iPhone Pro. Something to think about, right? Well, the iPhone Air will be a great looking iPhone. Let's see how it does perform, especially on that battery side. So, if you want to see me reviewing the iPhone Air, let me know below. It will depend a lot on that. If you want to see my review on that device, let me know, because I will have to make a stretch to get it, to review it. While I will buy the iPhone 17 Pro. Talk about the iPhone 17 Pro? Let's see what's new. Oh boy, the iPhone 17 Pro has changed almost everything about the Pro iPhone. It became truly the Pro iPhone. Apple picked up the iPhone 16 Pro Max and said, scratch that. Let's now rebuild a new iPhone focused on what we actually really need for a Pro iPhone. They reached out to professionals, they reached out to anyone that uses the iPhone as a professional and asked, what do you need? And they made a list of things. We need a more durable iPhone. We need a better battery iPhone. We need a better cooling iPhone. We need a better camera iPhone. We need to actually be able to control our cameras at the same time. And we need to actually have ProRes RAW support. What did Apple do? They gave us all of that. They completely redesigned the iPhone. They changed the materials. They changed the way that it is built. They made it on a unibody design. This is very, very big, because it allows Apple to save lots of space. It allows Apple to actually have a better cooling system and better performance. Just like the MacBook Pro unibody 15 years ago, this will be a very, very big jump. Coupled together with the A19 chip Pro, this is insane. Expect 20 to 30% jump from the iPhone 16 Pro Max, so the A18 Pro, but with all of that in mind, better efficiency and way better cooling, so way better sustained performance according to Apple. So yeah, this is weird, because The iPhone 17 Pro looks amazing in my opinion. I love the new orange color. You also have the blue, the deep blue color, and the silver color. I don't know which one I will choose, but I think I will go for the orange. I think the orange is pretty cool. I don't know if I'll get tired out of it, but at least for the review unit, I'll buy the actual orange for you to see. But the orange iPhone is very interesting. The new camera system and the new camera bump is also very interesting to actually house the camera system, the LiDAR sensors, and all the things that you need. Of course, and the new cellular modem that I actually haven't talked about, but now we have a new modem, which is the N1. The N1 is a cellular modem that actually encompasses the Wi-Fi modem, the cellular modem, and I think it's another modem that I actually don't remember. With all of these in mind, it will be more efficient. According to Apple, it will be more powerful than the older modem, about 2 times more powerful, being more efficient, which is insane. Better battery life, which is the actual theme of this event. Better battery life, better cameras, better design, because of the new Apple design they actually implemented on the new iPhones. But the iPhone 17 Pro also has an aluminum frame, a unibody frame, and this is actually for the iPhone to cool itself. Now it features a vapor chamber technology. Finally, Apple listened to me. Finally, they did something I was asking for a long time. The iPhone overheats, and that's something that I experienced in a lot of iPhones, especially with the iPhone 16 Pro Max that I just threw to the trash a few minutes ago. That iPhone overheated a lot while recording videos and photos outside, and the display dimmed down a lot to actually compensate on that. So it was not a pleasant experience. I hope now that Apple fixed it with the vapor chamber technology, the aluminum frame, since they are actually sacrificing the titanium frame. That's probably the only thing that I was kind of sad to see is the titanium frame to go. But Apple talked about the fact that this is a new aluminum frame, unibody design, and yeah, all the advantages of aluminum. I understand why they did it. I'm still sad that they actually killed the titanium frame on the iPhone. The displays are the same, but they are brighter. Again, expect 3000 nits of peak brightness with the new iPhone display. This is an OLED display. It's actually really, really good to take videos and photos. And of course, we also have a new upgrade on the front-facing camera. Oh, this expands for the iPhone 17 lineup as well, the iPhone 17 and the iPhone Air. Now we have a center stage camera, and this camera now can be actually able to record like landscape video on a vertical position. So it's a landscape video on the vertical position because of the center stage camera. There is a very, very wide lens that records a very wide actual range of footage and then crops in as necessary. This is a really, really cool feature. I think it's game changer on the iPhone. I think it's a game changer thing on the iPad and on the MacBook too, but I think that for the iPhone it will be bigger than we actually think. So center stage camera coming out to the iPhone is an awesome feature that you can find in any iPhone 17 available. And of course, you now are able to record front-facing and backward-facing video. Also, pretty cool for those times that you actually need it. And I think that the biggest thing on the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max cameras now are the inclusion of 3 40-megapixel fusion cameras. So now I have several focal lenses. The biggest change comes for the telephoto. Now the telephoto is a 4x instead of the 5x as before. But now, being a 40-megapixel lens, you can crop in 2 times. So you now have a 4x and an 8x lens. According to Apple, you don't lose any quality, so it's like having 2 different lenses. Finally, better zoom coming for the iPhone. I expect further zoom with better quality. This is awesome. And even the sensor, I think Apple talked about being 4 times bigger or something like that. I think it was an absurd number being so big, or like 40% bigger. And if that's true, our photos will have so much more bokeh, so much more natural bokeh, that the portrait photography will be really, really good. As for the main sensor, we also got a new upgrade. This camera now is bigger than before, which means better bokeh, better lighting conditions, better photo quality, better video quality, all of that. But we also got a new image processor. We also got a new chip, which means we will get better image quality, better colors rendition, and of course, better video and better low-light video. So I expect the cameras overall on this iPhone to be better. We got bigger sensors, sharper sensors, and the ultra-wide camera is also pretty cool. Oh, and according to Apple, this means that we have 8 focal different lenses on the iPhone. So the macro, the 30mm ultra-wide, the 24mm main camera, the 28mm main camera crop, the 35mm main camera crop, the 40mm main camera crop, the 4x, the 100mm telephoto crop, and the 200mm telephoto crop. So insane variety, insane focal range for your iPhones. And if you use your iPhone for photography or video, you'll have a much more powerful iPhone to work with. So the cameras are a huge upgrade. But coupled with that, something that we needed whenever you use our cameras is better battery life. And with this iPhone, it's also coming. According to Apple, this will be an insane battery jump, especially with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I think it will be the best battery life ever on an iPhone. Better battery cells, bigger battery cells, more efficient chips. Apple said that the jump will be big. So I want to test it out and see how it actually performs this time on the smaller iPhone. I love my iPhone 16 Pro Max, but I think that now I want to change. I want to change for something smaller. And so I will buy the iPhone 17 Pro this Friday, 19th. It will be available. You can pre-order it now this Friday. I think it's today, it's the 9th or 10th, 11th, 12th. You can pre-order it 12th of September, but it will be available on the 19th, so 7 days later. This is very, very exciting. The iPhone 17 Pro, the iPhone Air, the iPhone 17 are all insane models. I probably forgot some feature that they got. New 5G modems, new ceramic shield. They now have ceramic shield on the front, on the back. We now have a new back design on the iPhone. I did not heard anything about reverse wireless charging, so we got that one wrong. And anything more that I actually remember. No, we don't have any new USB-C ports. No. Well, we got new iPhone accessories, we got new cases, and we got a new strap for the iPhone. I don't know if that's useful information. Today, I wanted to focus more on the new iPhone lineup, and then tomorrow or Thursday, I'll have a new video on the new AirPods Pro and the Apple Watch. I will get, and I just bought the AirPods Pro 3 to review. I won't be buying the Apple Watch. It's pretty much the same thing every year, and I'm still wearing the mechanical watches, so I will start wearing more Apple Watches and upgrade to the new OSs, but I don't see a point of wearing it every single day. I still have the Apple Watch Ultra, first generation. But what you thought about the iPhone 17 lineup? Will you get any new iPhone? Myself, I'm getting the iPhone 17 Pro, and I'm so excited. I will buy it on the 512GB model with the orange color. So excited. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more iPhone content, iPhone reviews, iPhone 17 reviews, or anything Apple related. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.